Oh, we're having fun going in between sets, aren't we? Eddie's
It's
over
too
there
bad
talking.
people don't see that.
They don't. They don't get to see me kicking wires, and then all of a sudden, 16 seconds before we go live, hey, no picture on the camera. What's up? And I'm like, and everybody's freaking out back there. I just pick up the cable and plug it back in. Eddie stepped on it, so it happens. But off camera, in between breaks, we were talking about some of the things that do. I mean, we don't want to go into great detail, but suicides, cars with cigarette smoke in them, or a house, a renter's house, or somebody that bought a house. The smokers lived in it, and you can get all that taken care of.
Yeah, we can remove the nicotine odor through several
How about people with bad body odor? I'm not looking at Carlton or anything. But
they're on their own.
They're on their own. Can I put one of them machines right out the door? Yeah, no, I can't do that.
But we do a lot of automobiles that have a odd odor.
You mentioned one of the agents that you work with. Who's that?
Gary Maddox, the farmer's agent.
Farmer's agent.
He bought a car, and he called me and said, "Eric, this thing's got an odd odor to it." And
we're not going to use what you told me, but
I went by there, and I could smell it.
I'm trying to frame him up here a little bit.
He said his wife wouldn't even ride in the car, so I went by there.
That sounds like a good car to have.
Well, so I did the ozone treatment on it, and we put the machine in and ran the air conditioner for a few minutes, and then.
How long did it take to do that?
To do the entire project was about 45 minutes.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it's a fairly confined space, it's
right.
not a lot. It doesn't take a lot.
And anybody
you certainly don't want to overdo it.
What would happen?
Well, it starts changing the
molecular
material.
Oh.
And I learned this the hard way. So here's another.
I'm glad he learned all this stuff before he done mine. I'm telling you. Well, Eddie, I learned this the hard way. Sorry, you're the one.
This wasn't my project, but I was a casual observer. We did
that was an easy way to get out of that
project for this family in Birmingham, and we did it, and we set the machine, and it has a timer on it where it can only run for a certain amount of time. So we did 2 treatments, which should have been enough. Well, while the machine was there, the homeowner decided if a little was good, then a little more would be better. So they went in and set it again 2 more times. Well, then the lady calls back and says, "Look, my dress doesn't. They're not fitting the way they should." And so easy now.
No, we got to share something here. All my shirts seem to fit now. Is that what happened?
The elastic, the ozone machine starts to deteriorate the elastic, and so the elastic properties.
So that should happen to my boxer shorts. That's another story. Anyway, it's not good to have a lot of ozone.
A lot of ozone is not good.
But there's an ozone hole in the atmosphere. Does that have anything to do with what you're doing?
Nope.
Okay, I want to make sure we got that clear too. Several events coming up. Let's share those real quick with our audience.
Yeah, the first one is going to be next Saturday, the February 23rd, at the Greenville Walmart parking lot. The Butler County EMA is coordinating the event, and there'll be vendors there that deal in emergency preparedness and aftermath of emergency situations, particularly weather events. The Alabama Power services that area will be there, and there's a host of vendors, and you get to the idea behind it is to help people get prepared before an event, and this is a good idea anyway, because 99% or 95% of disasters are man-made, whether it be a plumbing or a cooking French fries or.
And see, that's where water
Whatever.
damage can happen too. Is your hot water heater breaks,
Oh, yeah.
or a pipe breaks, or your septic tank backs up, or the city or county sewer backs up.
Washing
That's
machine hose,
Yeah.
all the Chinese plumbing fittings that we have these days, they are subject to bust at any time. Commercially, you're looking at fire suppression system heads, and those things I've seen them just sporadically go off for no apparent reason. So having a plan to deal with those sort of incidents is important for every home and every business, particularly every business, because if the business is down because you don't have a place to work, then your business is down.
Right.
And so a plan to keep those things up and running is something that you have to have. And SERVPRO offers a free, it's called an emergency readiness profile for businesses, where I actually go out and put it together, and we identify structural concerns like where the power cutoff is, where the water cutoff is, and we photographically document it, and we put it in an app that is available on the computer and in an app on a smart device. So it's all synced together. Right. So if you make a change on the computer, it also makes the change on the device, and so you can send that to any first responders. And you have it with you all the time. This is particularly exciting for the people who manage multiple properties. And so we wanted to be able to, you can add those in there. So if you have an event going on at one, and you pull it up and see, okay, who is the fire department that services that area, or who is my HVAC contractor, or
Right.
what have you, that services that area.
You got it all right there.
You got it all right there.
Where's the other one at?
The other one is here in Andalusia, and it's by the Covington EMA, and Susan over there has worked hard to put this together, and there's
Very
a lot
hard.
of participation in it. There's going to be a lot of excitement. I know they've got 2 or 3 helicopters going to be there, which is, I mean,
We're gonna,
for the children and the men in the crowd, who don't love a helicopter?
There you
know. And it's Saturday, March the 9th at the Kiwanis building.
And that's also for all the vendors and other people to come
Yeah.
in, and they're going to have Life Flight, the helicopters, and the other 2 agencies that are here, fire trucks, ambulance services in the community, and the guys that come out and put you back to where you were, okay, and better in our case.
And we'll be offering there also some emergency planning for residential. If you're not terribly computer savvy or don't have a smart device and you want to plan, we have it in a Word document format where you can just fill in the blanks. And the Word document format also goes a little bit beyond what the apps do in the way of content. You know, if a tornado hit your house and it was totally destroyed, in order for that to be replaced, you have to
come up with a
document
content.
that you had what you have.
Right.
And so
And the couch in the tree doesn't count.
right. Well, if you can take a picture, I guess it would.
It may be your neighbor.
But having those documented beforehand is really good. So, like the story I told earlier, the things that we found in Pratt City from Tuscaloosa and Mississippi,
Right.
you know, if they had those things documented beforehand, then it would be a lot easier, because you have to.
And they can get this where?
They can get the Word document by emailing me.
What's your email?
It is epeterson@servpro9950.com. Or you can call the office and just ask.
371-7378.
That's right.
We got to get out of here.
That sounds good. But I very much appreciate you having us on.
Well, Eric, it's been a pleasure having you service us and doing what you've all done for our home. My wife and I are certainly very relaxed. You know, it's been a very trying, traumatic experience for both of us. And even Carlton over there has had to put up with us, you know, coming in with mood swings because, you know,
St. Carlton.
Carlton. You know why we call him Carlton? He's our doorman. If you remember Rhoda.
Right,
okay.
right.
And he answers the door. You saw that when
Yeah.
he came up. So Carlton over there certainly appreciates us living in that little trailer. It was a great thing. Okay, it's better than living in a motel. But
Takes all the fun out of camping, though, doesn't it?
well, it's just I was telling everybody or some folks earlier that you know I don't think I'll be going camping anytime soon. We've done
Right.
enough of that. But anyway, we got to get out of here. Carlton saying cut, wrap. I can hear him in my ear, and we just got to get out of here. But folks, SERVPRO is here in the community. They had been servicing us from Greenville, but they now have a local office that Eric runs here in town, and you can call them at 371-7378, or if you're going by or going down East 3 Notch, right there on the left-hand side as you turn onto East 3 Notch going toward town, it's that white building there in the middle down there where Danny's Florist used to be, and I believe there's a real estate agent or something.
There is Corson Hopkins.
Right.
We'll have our sign up as soon as the weather
It'll be just like the
permits.
one you're seeing right there. So, yeah, weather permits. Boy, I'll tell you, guys that service people for weather problems, and here at Seagan got you. Again, thank you for coming on. God bless you. Thanks for all that you've done for my family, and we sure appreciate it. Folks, Eric Peterson, SERVPRO, right here in Andalusia, one of our people in the community making things better. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for having us. Keep it real.
Keep God in it. God bless.